What's going on, beautiful people of YouTube? Bart here with Working the Shoot. And today we're going to be getting into Backlash 2023 and the review of that premium live event, or as us boomers call it, pay-per-views. But before we get into all that, I want to thank all of you for stopping by, choke slamming that like button, leg dropping that subscribe bar. I hope that today is the day that we earn your subscription. Every little like, view, share, comment brings the channel a long way, and a simple click for you is an extra journey for this channel. But let's get into Backlash 2023 and the review of that. We're hailing from San Juan, Puerto Rico that night, or last night at the time of this recording. Bad Bunny, the host and holder of the co-main event spot, against his former fellow countryman, former friend, former tag team compatriot, Damian Priest. But we'll get into that. In an overall sense, I thought this pay-per-view was a good follow-up to WrestleMania 39. In an overall sense, I didn't think I was going to be too emotionally invested in some of these matches, and I'd like to say that some of them I did connect on an emotional level, surprisingly, and in a good way. And we'll get into those matches that I felt like I really enjoyed more than I initially was thinking I would. But let's get into the first match. And we're going to go in order with this one. The predictions, I didn't know what the card layout was going to be, but this one I'll follow the card format, so to speak. And the first match we had was Bianca Belair versus Io Sky for the Raw Women's title. And I will say, I almost thought that Io Sky was going to win this, and I know that doing it on a Backlash would be a bit surprising, especially when we're getting into this record-breaking reign of Bianca Belair's, and because she's been women's champion for Raw since WrestleMania 38, so about 13, 14 months straight at this point. However many days that has accumulated. But with her being drafted to SmackDown, meaning Bianca Belair, and Io Sky remaining on Raw, I thought that maybe they would pull an upset with this. Somehow have Rhea Ripley come in and interfere with the match, causing Bianca to lose, and then setting up a Bianca-Rhea Ripley feud for the SmackDown Women's title down the road. I guess I'm kind of giving a spoiler alert on who I thought was going to win the SmackDown Women's championship. We'll get there soon enough, though. That was my initial fan booking of Bianca Belair. But this was a really good match. Really good match. I hope that Io Sky can find a little bit more momentum after this match, because she is the queen of the sky, so to speak. And it was a good match. It was a good match. There was a lot of near falls. Bianca Belair got to show off her strength, as Io Sky got to show off her high flying ability. At one point, Bayley and Dakota came down to interfere. Bayley was wearing a beautiful outfit. I love Bayley, and she's a talented woman as well. But she kind of cost Io Sky the match, and Bianca Belair ended up winning. Now, before this match, we did see some strain on the Damage Control group. And we'll see, I guess, in the upcoming week or next couple weeks worth of shows, if we see the official downfall of Damage Control and maybe an Io Sky Bailey feud, that would be nice. And it kind of gives Dakota a story within herself to determine where she wants to go, or all three girls gonna just go on their way. So this did set up for some interesting stuff. I am worried about, if like Rhea Ripley wins later on in the night and retains. My concern was about the belt swap shenanigans that happened between Charlotte and Becky, and why put yourself in this position as WWE? But I digress, man. I can't really figure out why 80-whatever-year-old maniacal millionaire does what he does. Yeah. No, let's not get started about Vince McMahon right now. I want to celebrate the performance that he has, not that old bag. Match number 2 with Seth Rollins versus Omos, with MVP in the corner of Omos. This was to set up the number 1 contendership for, I guess, Roman Reigns, or I guess to get into the match for the world title or whatnot. I'm not sure exactly what title it was for. They might have explained it, and I missed it. But it's my understanding it was for the number 1 contendership to a title, and I'm assuming it's going to be the one for Raw. And again, a pretty decent match. I was expecting Seth Rollins to win this match. He has worked hard over the last few years. He has been keeping himself out of, well, not he himself, but they've been keeping him out of title pictures for the most part. Even when he won against Roman Reigns a while back, that was kind of a DQ finish. It wasn't like he got squashed by Roman or anything. So he maintained strength throughout all this time. So I'm assuming that this new world title is going to go more towards the waist of Seth Rollins. And I feel like the Cody Rhodes story is going to more go into WrestleMania 40 so he can rematch Roman Reigns. So that's my theory at the moment. Match number 3, Austin Theory versus Lashley versus Bronson Reed. And this match I was really looking forward to. This was going to be, in my view, the highlight of the night because of, reasons why I'll give for the next few matches. But yeah, I had a feeling Austin Theory was going to win, and he did. And I thought it was going to be a little bit more of through shenanigans, so to speak. But not so much shenanigans. It was just a really, really clever thing to do while in a triple threat match. But before I tell you how it finishes, Bronson Reed was very impressive in this match. My friend Berto was telling me last night, because we were watching it together, that he feels like he's like like Bam Bam Bigelow, right? A big guy, and especially back then, big guys weren't really known to be agile and be able to flip off the ropes and do flippy-do moves and leapfrogs and all this stuff. And that's why I think a lot of people admire Bam Bam Bigelow and why he stuck out back then. And I agree with the Bronson Reed Bam Bam Bigelow comparison. I like that because Bronson Reed's a big boy, but he moves like he's 100 pounds less than what he is, and he's got that strength, man. There was this one point where he did the splash off of the top rope and landed on Austin Theory. And I tell you, man, I felt that. Like, and I'm a big guy myself. Like, I think him and I are about the same size. And I would even, with all the cushion I have, it's not even toned, it's mush, you know what I mean? And I would still obviously feel that, man. It just looked painful. But Austin Theory did come out on top. Bobby Lashley gave a spear to Bronson Reed, and it was a really nice spear. And as Bobby Lashley got up to run to go cover him, Austin Theory kind of maneuvered him to throw him out of, used his momentum against him to throw him out of the ring, pinned Bronson Reed for the 1-2-3, and Austin Theory retains. Great match. Like I said, I don't think that was shenanigans. I thought that was a clever thing to do in a triple threat match like that. And it kind of gives you hope that they're building up Austin Theory to try to win in legitimate ways. Alright, so the next match, I tell you, this next match was the match that hit me right in the feels, okay, right in the heart. Rhea Ripley versus Zelina Vega for the SmackDown Women's title. And they really built Zelina Vega up to be the hometown hero here. She is from Puerto Rico herself. Her family's there. When she came out, they showed her mother, her stepfather, her brother, I think. That again, that's where they hail, but she grew up in Queens. From part of her life onward to her adult life. And man, she came out with this awesome Puerto Rican flag style outfit. It looked really great. It was like a 2-piece set, and then when she would put her arms out, it would kind of be like a flowing material that was glittery and bedazzled, and of the Puerto Rican flag colors and stuff, that type of design. And she did her makeup really nice. The hair looked great. And you can tell she was really grateful and appreciative to be there, because at one point when she got into the ring after giving her mom and family a hug and kiss, the whole stadium, man, there were 17,000 people there, and it was 17,000 people cheering for her, and she got so swelled up with emotion, and it must have felt so surreal for her, because this is probably one of the biggest moments of her career, in terms of just getting over, just feeling that they bought tickets to see her too, you know what I mean? And I felt really happy for her. I felt really proud of her. You can tell she was really appreciative of the whole thing that was going on, that they even, the camera stayed on her, you know what I mean? Whoever was in the production truck saying, you know what, let this ride out, let's linger on her. This is about her right now. Yes, Rhea Ripley's going to win, okay? I don't think anyone thought that Rhea Ripley was not going to win. But, and this match lasted longer than most of us thought we were going to see, right? We thought it was going to be 1, 2, 3, but no, they really did right by Zelina here, and I'm super happy that she got a great moment like that at this pay-per-view. Again, being the hometown hero, her family and friends in the audience, her countrymen of the country she came from rooting her on, and just everything was just great. And the match was great too, man. Rhea Ripley really played it up, really did her thing. Let Selena get all her stuff in, and then at one point, I forget how to pronounce it in Spanish, but she got the flip flop from Mama and threw that Rhea Ripley, and it hit Rhea Ripley. I would have, if I was doing the match and I knew she was going to do that, I would have wanted to know she was going to do that ahead of time, because I would have wanted it to like fit the lore of the flip flop, right, where Mom throws it and it's such a power, like I would have played along with it. Like if it hit me, I would have like fell to the ground and like oversold it, just because I think it would have been appreciated. Like that's the power of the flip flop, right? But that when Mama throws it, forget it, it's hitting you, right? Yeah, but Rhea Ripley did win this match, and Zelina still got a nice little ovation at the end of the match, and it was good to see that. Before I get into this next match, I want to say that another cool thing that I thought happened at the pay-per-view was that we seen Savio Vega there, right? And he came in with Rey Mysterio and gave Bad Bunny this really cool looking kendo stick, again with like the Puerto Rican colors on it and stuff like that, the flag meaning. And you could tell that they were speaking Spanish, but you could tell that Bad Bunny was like, it's like if you're going into a boxing match and Muhammad Ali or Mike Tyson gives you a pair of gloves, right? You're like, oh, shit. Oh, man, this is the legend. He giving me this? Right? So that's kind of how it was come across. Like, you didn't need to know Spanish in order to know that he was very appreciative of what Savio was doing. And you could tell what Savio was, basically saying to him as he was handing it over, like, whip that ass or whatever, right? But we get into the match number 5, the San Juan street fight between Bad Bunny and Damian Priest. This extends from WrestleMania 39, in which Bad Bunny took a chain from Dominic ex-con Dom. Oh, God. And helping Rey Mysterio win that father versus son match. The next night on Raw, Dom wanted to go after Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny knocked him out, and then Damian Priest put him through a table, setting up the match here at the pay-per-view. Now we knew there was going to be some shenanigans because, with Rey Mysterio being involved and hopefully Savio Vega maybe making a little appearance, right? But at some point, we see Carlito, that's cool, come out and help Bad Bunny. Savio Vega comes out, the LWO come out, and they chase off the Judgment Day, and Bad Bunny winds up beating Damian Priest, and it was a really good celebrity match. Bad Bunny, still needs a little polishing. Excuse me. But as far as a celebrity type of guy doing this, you can tell he takes it very serious. People speak very highly of him about his dedication to learning how to do this and not just expecting to come in and boom. Like, it was a different story with Johnny Knoxville because they played up to the prank stuff with that, right? They played up to that. Sammy was like, we're going to incorporate this to make it make sense how you would beat me at the end, right? And the same here. both taking it serious in their own ways of how they want the product to be perceived and looked at. It was a great match. I have high hopes for Bad Bunny if he ever wants to quit music, which I don't know why he would at this point. He's a global phenomenon. I don't really listen to his music, but I admire his talent. I admire his dedication, and if how he approaches wrestling, which is not his primary thing, then I can only imagine the hard work he puts into his music, and that I can appreciate whether I like the music or not. Which I'm not familiar with it, so I don't have a dog in the race either way. I'm just meaning that in a general sense. I can admire someone's hard work even if I don't like or into what they're doing. But yeah, Bad Bunny wins. Whoop whoop. Next match is the Matt Riddle, Sami Zayn, and KO match versus the Bloodline. The Bloodline has been in shambles since WrestleMania 39 about how they're going to continue as a group. We see Paul Heyman and Solo Sikoa talking or giving each other eye signals behind the Usos' back. We felt like maybe Solo was going to turn on his brothers here, causing the Usos to leave the Bloodline. But the Bloodline wound up winning this match. Matt Riddle took the pin. But at some point in the match, near the end, when everyone was coming in and out, hitting each other, beating each other up, Solo Sikoa almost gave the spike to Jay. So we'll see how this plays out. But the Bloodline wins, and we'll be seeing Roman Reigns this upcoming Friday on SmackDown. And then it leaves us to our last match of the evening. Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare. Brock Lesnar's mad that he didn't get the spotlight at WrestleMania weekend the way Cody Rhodes has. Tricked him into teaming up, but actually destroying him by the end of that episode of Raw after WrestleMania. And basically Cody says, yeah, Brock Lesnar may be a beast. Brock Lesnar may be able to kick this guy's ass, that guy's ass, do this, do that, eat a bowl of ham and spit out nails to build a house type of guy. But I'm at the most dangerous I am too, so he better watch out for me. And this was a great build-up. I felt like this match could have gone either way, really, to be honest with you. Even though I felt like Cody should have gotten the win, or I was hoping for a Cody win, I wouldn't have been surprised if Brock won this match. But it was a great match. Brock wound up getting busted open. Cody got torn, like ripped up, like beat up, got his hide worn down. And how Cody won was that he was in the Kimura clutch by Brock Lesnar, and somehow Cody was able to fall back on him into a pinning predicament with Brock Lesnar, and winds up getting the pinfall while in the Chimera clutch, and that's how he wins. And he rolls out, and Brock is just sitting there bloodied and like shell-shocked about what happened. And I feel like that's probably one of the best ways they could have ended this match, making both competitors still look strong, but giving the win to Cody. I feel like maybe they could have had Cody like dominate Brock, but then how believable could that be exactly? So I feel like this was probably the best case scenario of how they could have ended this match. I think they did well. Cody is back on track, and I think that his path is going to lead to WrestleMania 40 against Roman Reigns, and or even SummerSlam, And I don't know. We'll see what happens. But those are the results for Backlash 2023. You let me know down below how you rate these matches. Did you like any of them? What are your thoughts? I'd give this pay-per-view a solid B. A solid B for sure. But I digress. I'm only a small-town Southern Bird lawyer, giving my thoughts on the wrestling. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think down below. And until next time, peace, Nookums.